Leo, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you at the moment, and then we will focus on the events coming up for you in the near future. Okay. Ooh, what's going on here, Leo? Okay. All right, so the main energy for the reading is the Wheel of Fortune. Changes into your life, changes into your environment, perhaps. What we see is that following the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Eight of Cups and the Fool. So you're definitely moving away from something or someone, whether it is physically or just emotionally. This is actually a winning move for you because we see, in fact, the Sun showing up next. I mean, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Cups. This is something that it's really going to take you to happiness, that it's going to take you to emotional fulfillment. And we'll have to see what this is going to be about. But before this energy becomes accessible to you, there is something that you need to figure out here. There is a challenge, and we'll see what this is going to be. First of all, we do have the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And we see that challenge here right away, in fact. You are coming from a realization here. You're realizing that a lot of the people and a lot of the situations that you have surrounded yourself with are turning out to be not as good as you initially thought. And right here, you're not just realizing that, you're working out the courage in order to point out at the ones that are not working out and be like, okay, you, and you out of the picture. Just make room, let's make room for something better to fill these spots right here. And this is definitely a very grounded and practical energy that, to be honest with you, I have seen in your readings lately. And I think it's great coming out overall of a phase of your life where perhaps you wasted time and energy for people and situations that, let's admit it, they were not good for you, or at least not good enough. Right now, it seems that you're taking control back of the situation, wanting to work on things that matter to you, being with people who matter to you, even if that means taking a risk, leaving a job in order to pursue a different opportunity, which might sound as a gamble, but it will take you to a better outcome. Same thing for relationships and connections. But also, there is something in particular right here that you're letting go. And it's not external, it's internal within you. It's a pattern. It feels as if in the past, you would want to stick around in situations that were not good for you just to make a point, just to make the person understand where they did wrong, maybe in hope that they will fix the problems. Whereas now instead, when you're not liking what's happening around you, you flee the scene in no time. Who cares what the person did or did not do? It just doesn't feel right. And so it's time for me to walk out of the door. I don't care anymore about fixing people, about making them understand things. I'm heading towards the door right away. And yes, you might still leave a note on your way out, but you're not going to look back in order to see their reaction when they read it. I'm not going to waste time and energy explaining my point of view any longer. That's what you're thinking. When I'm done, I'm gone. Whereas perhaps up to this point, when you were done, you would still stick around hoping for things to improve, and overall that turned out to be a waste of time. You know, This might definitely take you through a shedding phase, getting rid of all the people and situations that just feel like a burden to you because you know that you deserve much better. In other words, you are sacrificing now instant gratification, immediate results, and quantity overall. It might make you feel lonely at times because a lot of these options, opportunities, situations, and people, they were around you. They made you busy somehow. And now maybe when you let go of some of them, you start spending time by yourself. But this is what it's going to take you towards the sun, towards the 10 of Cups. So it's necessary. You'd be surprised to see who sticks around when you do not tolerate BS anymore. But at this point in your life, quantity is not important to your equation for happiness. From now on, it's all about quality. Next, we have the Knight of Cups and then the Three of Cups reversed and the Three of Wands. And now this is starting to make sense for me. What we see here is that some people might just not like this new you, this new transformation, and might reveal themselves for who they really are whenever they see that you give up on them without always trying to fix things. Some other people instead will pop up out of the blue all of a sudden, wanting to fight for you, maybe for the first time or the first time in a long time. Even if the last time that you've heard from them, they acted as though they didn't care. In fact, with this Three of Cups reversed, you have someone coming up who perhaps ghosted you in the past. Someone here who changed their approach, who changed their tone and intentions towards you completely. This is one of those situations that you were never able to fully explain. So eventually you just had to make peace with the events and move on. But it has always been such a big question to you. How does someone go from being so into me to being completely MIA? It definitely felt like a short romance, which was powerful nevertheless. But that when that ghosting business happened, it made you feel a little meh about yourself, This was either the start of a series of similar situations where you were getting disappointed and ghosted perhaps, or it was the last of a series of similar situations, taking you to a place where you're saying, you know what? I'm over this. I'm over this whole flaky, ever-changing human interaction business, if that makes sense. But hey, Leo, surprise. This person seems to be one of those who will show up again, reaching out as if nothing has ever happened, And also thinking that you would engage into this conversation, but obviously they have another thing coming. With this Three of Wands reversed, in fact, we have the opposite of taking action. You might either ignore them, block them, or for some of you, even engage into the conversation, but only to put them in their place. Again, you're not wanting to waste your time anymore. And this person, at least so far, it feels like another waste of time for you. But Chariot, Page of Swords, there is something or someone here coming towards you full speed. Perhaps someone traveling to see you, driving, or just making time to be with you without any sort of restrictions. I'm not sure what that means. Hopefully it makes sense to you. This person is letting go of something in order to dedicate themselves 100% to you. Obviously, this could be that previous Knight of Cups, who instead of giving up on the situation when you block them, they started developing some sort of obsession towards you, Leo. This is definitely someone who likes the challenge and who, now that you are making this not easy for them, they want to really fight for this and show you a side of themselves that you haven't seen yet. This will truly show their real character. But so far, you've seen two opposite sides of this person, which they just don't go well together at all. Someone might be preparing some sort of surprise here, and instead of reaching out via text, because that's not what the Chariot does, they might very well just be showing up at your door with something for you. And I see something changing in you as well, because you're going from the Three of Wands reverse to the Page of Swords. And this means that you're still not wanting to welcome this person with open arms, as if nothing has ever happened, but you are developing some sort of curiosity towards this situation, towards this person, and what they might want to do at this point, where they might want to take you, whether it is physically or emotionally. This is something that you're starting to become more curious every single day after they will come in for the first time here. Now, you're not fully acknowledging that curiosity yet, but with your mind, you go there from time to time. Now, let's not forget what you have coming up here. I mean, this is major energy, and I don't see yet how it connects to this person, but we'll have to look into it. There is something unexpected that it's coming out of this situation, this incoming energy, which will put an end to something and will create a new beginning for you. We'll have to see what this is going to be about. So let's see what is traveling towards you. Let's see what this person intends to do, what their feelings and intentions currently are, and why at first things didn't work out. But also, aside of this person, let's see what's next into your love life, Leo, and your life in general. Shedding phases are always very powerful. Let's see how your journey and experiences are going to shape up now that you don't carry that burden of instant validation anymore, and now that you're willing to differentiate in between quantity and quality. Let's see then what you should expect both in the near and distant future. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Leo, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, 30-minute live reading. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Leo. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the future situation is Justice. And I honestly love this card for you right now. First of all, we see that you're standing in your power. And this Knight of Wands coming in, which is really much this person with the Chariot and the Knight of Cups, is definitely going to see this. They definitely have a challenge ahead because you're not going to say yes to something just because it feels good. At this moment in your life, it has to make sense as well. It has to be balanced, and it has to be a good choice for your long-term future as well. Justice talks about your actions finally bringing some sort of emotional reward. And right here, this is, again, the long-lasting reward. Not something that it's going to make you feel good in the moment, and then the morning later you wake up and you regret doing what you did. So let's see what this person is coming in with. Let's see, first of all, what this person intends to do, feelings and intentions, and then we will see how this incoming energy is actually changing your overall trajectory and taking you towards the Sun and Ten of Cups. Let's, for now, clarify this Chariot and this Knight of Wands. Okay. Oh, wow. This is something that you did not know about, and honestly is going to surprise you. Look at this. We have 3 tens right here. The 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. This is absolutely a beautiful new beginning for you after an ending that it's happening both on this person's side, on your side, and all around in your environment. So let's see where this is going to take you. First of all, what we see